I see Detroit as the American version of working together to form the connections between art and industry. You see the connection with Edsel Ford and his support of the arts. Ford gave the commission to Diego Rivera so that the workers who worked in the plant that Rivera captured on these walls could come and see art. There are many connections between the Art Museum and the Detroit Society of Arts and Crafts. Exhibitions brought a who's who of people working in craft material to Detroit. That included Samuel Yellen, who created the metalwork that is on the exterior gates, and items were purchased from those exhibitions that really enriched the collection of contemporary craft, then contemporary craft at the Art Museum. It's not very well known that Detroit was an early leader in collecting what was then contemporary craft. Mary Chase Perry Stratton is credited with helping to bring craft shows to the museum, but for the earlier years, George Booth is especially important, both in terms of adding to the collections and for a vision that included craft within the arts. Cranbrook started out as George Booth's home, and Mary Chase Perry Stratton was commissioned to create a Pewabic fountain for the Booth's residents. Then, of course, Booth goes on to establishing Cranbrook as a school of art based on the William Morris arts and crafts movement in England, where students would study with a master. And that continues on to this day. Up at Cranbrook, craft is very connected to art, and there really is no separation. So again, really underlying the history of the city is making, whether it's stoves, whether it's railroad cars, or whether it's automobiles. And the same aspects of making also comes out in wanting to create craft in Detroit.